silence breaker for my brother, who is a and they're after my life. My whole family is after my life, and they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. They owe me money, and they're trying to off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage saying I wanted to hang.
Sean Diddy Combs is currently behind bars, facing the grim reality of a long and punishing prison sentence for a series of serious allegations. The details of his crimes are tangled in complexity and remain highly sensitive, but one thing is crystal clear. His legal battles are far from over. Combs now finds himself in a precarious position, wrestling with the stark truth of his confinement and the legal maze ahead. The weight of potential appeals and the cold confines of his cell loom large over him every day. But just as his situation couldn't seem more dire, a new and potentially catastrophic twist has emerged. FBI agents have been closely monitoring the case, and Curtis "50 Cent" Jackson, a long-standing and formidable rival of Combs, has unveiled bombshell footage of the late Aaron Carter in court. This footage, shrouded in mystery, has sent shockwaves through Combs' inner circle. While its direct connection to his case remains uncertain, sources close to the situation describe Combs as being in a state of intense distress, gripped by fear over what might come next. The stakes couldn't be higher. The possibility of this evidence adding years, or even decades, to his already hefty sentence is nothing short of terrifying. And the sheer uncertainty surrounding the footage's content is only adding to his mounting panic. This latest twist has injected even more chaos into an already convoluted legal battle, sparking serious speculation about how it might shape Sean Diddy Combs' future. The introduction of this mysterious footage could completely flip the case on its head. Legal teams on both sides are undoubtedly in overdrive, scrambling to assess the fallout and recalibrate their strategies. This is no ordinary courtroom drama. This is a high-stakes, life-altering showdown. The implications for Combs are immense, and every new revelation tightens the tension surrounding this case. What's really turning heads, though, is the sudden and unexpected connection between Diddy and Aaron Carter. It's the kind of twist no one saw coming, and people are losing it. Before this, few would have linked their lives in any meaningful way. The idea that their legal and personal turmoil could somehow intersect has left everyone stunned. Social media is on fire, with armchair sleuths diving into old interviews, dissecting cryptic posts, and hunting for any clue that could explain this shocking association. And the theories? They're coming in hot. One user on X speculated, rumors are circulating that Aaron Carter was killed just before he could expose what happened that day. P. Diddy was allegedly at one of his trafficking parties where Carter, a childhood victim of drug abuse, might have had knowledge of something deeper. Adding fuel to the fire, Aaron Carter once released music under Sony Music Entertainment, the parent company of Diddy's Bad Boy Records. Theories range from eyebrow-raising to downright outrageous, but one thing seems undeniable. Something about this feels off. The connection between Carter's untimely death and Combs' legal troubles casts a shadow over both men, raising unsettling questions. What really happened to Aaron? And just how far-reaching is Diddy's involvement? The public is demanding answers, and the pressure to unravel this increasingly disturbing saga is mounting. Explosive revelations suggest a chilling link between the late Aaron Carter and hip-hop icon Sean Diddy Combs, sparking unsettling questions about whether Carter's untimely death was more than just a tragic accident. Could Aaron have been silenced for knowing too much? Whispers about this possibility began after his sudden death at just 34, but they're quickly turning into roars. Federal investigators are reportedly digging into Carter's history, zeroing in on any potential connections to Diddy. Some rumors even hint that Diddy might face additional charges tied to Carter's passing, piling on to his already immense legal troubles. The timing of Carter's death, just one day after Diddy's birthday, has only fueled speculation. Authorities are said to be examining other mysterious deaths potentially tied to Diddy, painting a dark and troubling picture of possible foul play. Carter, once a beloved teen heartthrob and the younger brother of Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter, struggled for years with addiction and mental health challenges. Resurfaced photos showing Carter with Diddy have reignited speculation, raising troubling questions about the nature of their relationship. Could Carter have been a victim of something more sinister? Cryptic social media posts from Carter in the weeks before his death hinted at shadowy secrets and powerful figures within the entertainment industry. These posts, combined with the resurfaced images, have left the public wondering just how deep this story goes. In the days leading up to his tragic death, Aaron Carter reportedly sought out Kanye West for a private conversation, a move that has left many wondering what secrets he carried. Kanye later dropped bombshell accusations, claiming Carter's death was orchestrated by his former trainer, Harley Pasternak, and linking Pasternak to MKUltra and alleged celebrity manipulation schemes. The truth remains maddeningly out of reach, but one thing is undeniable. Aaron Carter's death is steeped in mystery. Could he have been silenced for what he knew about Diddy's parties, his affairs, and perhaps even darker secrets? The alleged connection between Carter and Diddy has raised chilling questions, casting a shadow over both their legacies. Kanye's accusations against Harley Pasternak, claiming he himself was threatened with institutionalization, add yet another layer of intrigue. West's fiery comments referencing Carter alongside a blocked Backstreet Boys sample seem to hint at a deeper, more sinister struggle within the entertainment industry's power corridors. But where does Diddy fit into this increasingly sinister web? The connections, while still speculative, are growing more unsettling by the day. Kanye has alleged that Diddy personally threatened him on behalf of powerful unnamed figures, with Pasternak reportedly among them. Even more alarming are the whispers that federal investigators are now probing claims that Diddy has allegedly used poison as a weapon against his enemies. If these allegations hold any truth, they could unravel an empire and expose a level of manipulation and control few could have imagined. The names Aaron Carter, Kim Porter, and even Jamie Foxx, who recently survived a harrowing health crisis, have all surfaced in connection to this investigation. The most chilling theory suggests that Aaron Carter held damning information about Sean Diddy Combs and was preparing to blow the lid off a secretive Hollywood network allegedly exploiting young stars. Could Carter have been on the brink of revealing a scandal that might have shattered Diddy's carefully crafted image? When viewed through this lens, the circumstances of Carter's death become far more suspicious. While his struggles with addiction and mental health were well known, the sudden and shocking nature of his passing has left many questioning whether there's more to the story. Was his death the tragic outcome of his personal battles, or was it part of a much darker scheme? The search for answers intensifies as the web of conspiracy tying Diddy to Aaron Carter only grows more tangled with each revelation. Initially, Carter's death seemed to fit the all-too-familiar pattern of a young Hollywood star succumbing to their demons. The early narrative pointed to relapse, overdose, or even suicide. Law enforcement didn't suspect foul play at the time, but as new, unsettling details began to emerge, doubt started creeping into the public's mind. 5 months after his body was discovered in his bathtub, the official cause of death was released: accidental drowning, exacerbated by inhaling compressed gas. This explanation, while official, has done little to quiet the storm of speculation. Could there be more to Aaron Carter's tragic end than meets the eye? Aaron Carter's history of substance abuse was no secret, and his struggles with eating disorders and body image were widely publicized. These factors led many to believe his death was the heartbreaking result of a self-destructive spiral. The strained relationships within his family and a perceived lack of support further fueled speculation that he may have taken his own life. But the internet wasn't buying the official story. Online communities began dissecting every detail, uncovering videos Carter had posted just days before his death, in which he expressed fear for his safety and claimed to feel threatened in his own home. These haunting messages added a chilling dimension to an already tragic story. Even more questions arose about the events leading up to Carter's death. Neighbors, including a registered nurse with medical training, reportedly responded to a police scanner alert and rushed to help. But according to witnesses, they were inexplicably blocked from entering the home by Carter's house sitter. The sitter reportedly locked the door, refused entry, and even attempted to prevent police from entering just minutes later, a bizarre act that immediately raised suspicions. The seemingly simple narrative of a troubled star's tragic demise began to crumble. replaced by mounting doubts that something far more sinister had occurred. The chaotic scene at Carter's house only deepened the mystery. Neighbors, news crews, and Carter's then-fiancée, Melanie Martin, gathered outside. Martin was reportedly distraught, adding a palpable tension to an already puzzling situation. A spokesperson for Carter confirmed his death, emphasizing his efforts toward recovery and reconciliation with his family. But the odd behavior of the house sitter and the unanswered questions about the timeline of events painted a chaotic and deeply troubling picture. Was this truly just another tragedy in Hollywood? Or is there more to Aaron Carter's story than anyone yet knows? Tony Chevelle, the neighbor who tried to assist Aaron Carter, described the house sitter's panicked refusal to let him and others enter the home, an act that has left many asking why she would block access to potential life-saving help. Her erratic behavior, combined with the delayed release of Carter's official cause of death and his own ominous warnings about feeling endangered, has fueled the growing belief that this was far more than a simple accidental drowning. The most unsettling allegations point toward a larger conspiracy involving powerful Hollywood elites, the same shadowy figures rumored to be protecting Sean "Diddy" Combs. Some theories suggest that Carter was on the verge of exposing damning secrets about these influential players just before his death. His final tweet, a direct plea to Kanye West for a private conversation, has taken on a deeply haunting tone given West's outspoken criticism of Hollywood's inner circle. The timing of Carter's death, just after his public call to Kanye, raises the chilling possibility that he was silenced to keep him from revealing dangerous information. And this is where things turn truly bizarre. Just days before Carter reached out to Kanye, West was embroiled in a very public feud with his personal trainer, Harley Pasternak. Kanye even shared text messages in which Pasternak allegedly threatened to have him forcibly institutionalized. The messages were unsettling. Pasternak reportedly told Kanye he could have him drugged into oblivion and warned, "Your playdates with the kids won't be the same." It was deeply disturbing, proof that someone outside the expected power structures could wield shocking influence. And that's the lingering question. How could a trainer, of all people, command this level of authority and control? The connections between these events have left the public grappling with the growing possibility that Aaron Carter's death may be just one thread in a far more sinister tapestry. It turns out Harley Pasternak's background is anything but ordinary. He previously worked for the Canadian Department of National Defense at a facility that conducted research into, wait for it, psychological operations. So yeah, definitely not your typical personal trainer. But Pasternak wasn't the only one putting the heat on Kanye West during this tumultuous time. Reportedly, Sean "Diddy" Combs was flooding Kanye's phone with messages, insisting they meet face-to-face. Kanye, never one to back down, saw right through the demands. He refused to be intimidated, firing back that he wouldn't be controlled and even declaring he'd use Diddy as an example to prove his point. Kanye called it a war, bold words in an already explosive situation. And just when it seems this story couldn't possibly take another turn, new reports have emerged suggesting that Diddy may have harmed Aaron Carter during his early days as a young pop star. Let that sink in. Carter's parents, the quintessential stage parents, pushed him into the music industry at an incredibly young age, leaving him in the care of managers and handlers. Rumors suggest that Diddy saw an opportunity and brought Aaron into his notorious world of wild parties.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know
He did it.
you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day?
I'm just not with all that flippy shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal.
Tragically, this alleged exposure could have played a significant role in Aaron's later battles with addiction and personal turmoil. Now, with federal authorities reportedly investigating the string of mysterious deaths linked to Diddy, there's a faint hope that the truth might finally surface. But here's the truly heartbreaking part. Whispers suggest Aaron Carter might not have been the only victim. The rumors point to a much darker pattern, alleging that he may have been just one of many young boys drawn into this grim and unsettling web. If even a fraction of these claims is true, it could shake the entertainment industry to its core. It really makes you wonder, how many other untold stories are lurking beneath the surface of the music industry? This latest saga has even brought Justin Bieber back into the conversation. While he recently welcomed his first child, a moment that should be filled with joy, reports suggest he's still grappling with deep mental health struggles, possibly tied to trauma from the early days of his career. Once again, rumors about Bieber being a victim of Sean Diddy Combs and others in the industry are swirling, especially as Diddy faces a new lawsuit over an alleged assault at one of his infamous parties. Those close to Justin have expressed concern, saying his behavior hasn't improved despite the happy news about his baby. It's a sobering reminder of the weight many young stars carry, often in silence. Some theories suggest Diddy may have acted predatory toward Justin, though there are claims that Usher intervened at some point. Meanwhile, Justin's recent outbursts, like lashing out at young fans, have sparked speculation that unresolved anger issues might trace back to trauma inflicted during his early career. Many are asking, could his struggles be connected to the same shadowy forces now under scrutiny? As for Diddy, his legal troubles are mounting. In a shocking development, Derek Lee Cardello Smith has filed a $100 million lawsuit against him, alleging that Diddy spiked his drink at a party in 1997 and assaulted him while he was unconscious. The case took a startling turn when reports emerged that Diddy's team offered Smith a $2.3 million settlement while he was in jail, a move some interpret as a tacit admission of guilt. The layers of allegations surrounding Diddy paint an increasingly troubling picture. From long-standing whispers about predatory behavior to fresh lawsuits with staggering claims, the questions keep piling up. How deep does this go, and how many more lives might have been affected? Things took an even messier turn when, after Derek Lee Cardello Smith filed his lawsuit, Diddy attempted to sell his Los Angeles mansion. Smith successfully petitioned a judge to block the sale, arguing that Diddy was trying to hide his assets. The pieces of this deeply unsettling puzzle are starting to come together. Kanye's explosive accusations, Aaron Carter's mysterious death, Justin Bieber's ongoing struggles, and now this lawsuit, they all seem to point toward a chilling pattern of behavior. As someone put it, every part, as crazy and outrageous as it seems, it all ties in. Every bit of it, every facet. That's the truly disturbing part. Smith's lawsuit hasn't just spotlighted his own allegations. It has reignited broader concerns and speculation about Diddy's past, particularly his interactions with young male artists like Usher and Justin Bieber. Justin's trajectory is now under renewed scrutiny. Once a teen heartthrob at the height of fame, he has faced a stark shift in recent years, battling mental health issues and a tarnished public image. Many are asking whether these struggles could be rooted in traumatic experiences during the early stages of his career, specifically involving figures like Diddy. Fans and industry insiders alike have noticed that Justin's once bright passion for music has dimmed considerably. His ongoing personal challenges have become a cause for concern, raising questions about what he may have endured in his rise to stardom. One particularly unsettling story that's gaining traction involves an infamous video of a 15-year-old Justin Bieber spending 48 hours with Diddy, a clip that has taken on an entirely new context in light of these recent revelations. As the dots continue to connect, the growing web of allegations surrounding Diddy paints an increasingly troubling picture. How much more remains hidden beneath the surface? While the video of a young Justin Bieber with Sean Diddy Combs already raises eyebrows, the swirling rumors surrounding it suggest far more serious allegations. Some claim that Diddy may have exploited a vulnerable, impressionable Bieber, potentially involving him in a network of abuse within the entertainment industry. The thought of a powerful figure like Diddy taking advantage of aspiring young artists is deeply unsettling. What's even more alarming are the whispers of a larger circle of influential individuals allegedly protecting each other and covering up such behavior, amplifying the growing sense of unease. Usher's name has also been increasingly tied to this disturbing narrative. Having lived with Diddy himself as a young artist, Usher is now suspected of being the one who introduced a teenage Bieber to Diddy. This connection complicates the story further, raising more questions about Diddy's alleged actions and the extent of the abuse that might have taken place. Adding to the controversy are remarks by L.A. Reid, a key figure in the music industry who was instrumental in the careers of both Usher and Bieber. Reed once described Bieber as a gift from Usher and made comparisons to Bieber as being like a beautiful woman in his memoir. Comments that many now see as inappropriate and unsettling. These remarks have only fueled speculation about the nature of the relationships among these individuals. The accumulation of these allegations, comments, and resurfaced stories paints a deeply troubling picture of potential exploitation and abuse within the music industry. Fans and observers are left wondering just how deeply these narratives run, pointing to clues they believe were hidden in plain sight all along. As the troubling stories surrounding Justin Bieber's early career continue to gain traction, the questions only grow louder. Who knew what, and how much has yet to come to light? Justin Bieber's 2020 music video for Yummy has been interpreted by some as a cryptic expose of the darker realities within the entertainment industry. The unsettling imagery, a lavish dinner party attended by older, affluent individuals, paired with a striking scene where a cake transforms into a photograph of a young Bieber, has sparked speculation that the video is a symbolic portrayal of his own experiences with exploitation. These interpretations gain weight when viewed alongside existing footage of Bieber at parties with Diddy and other industry figures. Many believe Bieber was subtly hinting at a much darker truth lurking behind his public persona. Additional videos showing Bieber in states of apparent intoxication or in compromising situations at events with figures like Trey Songz and Odell Beckham Jr. have only deepened concerns. Particularly alarming are the allegations linking Diddy to Bieber's struggles with substance abuse. This narrative paints a harrowing picture of a young Bieber turning to drugs and alcohol as a way to cope with emotional trauma and confusion stemming from alleged exploitation and manipulation within the industry. The betrayal implied by this narrative is profound. Bieber, a young star, feeling abandoned and used by the very adults who were supposed to protect and guide him. One alleged quote attributed to Diddy, boasting about Bieber's exploitation, adds a chilling layer to an already disturbing account, solidifying the image of a young artist trapped in a predatory environment. The disturbing connections between Diddy, Usher, and Justin Bieber have gone far beyond idle gossip. There's a genuine fear and an intense hunger for the truth. The mere idea that Diddy might have preyed on Bieber and others during their youth is profoundly unsettling. And as more attention turns to these claims, people can't help but revisit the tragic case of Aaron Carter. Could the threads of their stories somehow tie into the same dark narrative? If Diddy was capable of allegedly exploiting Justin Bieber and Usher, it's hard not to wonder if Aaron Carter might have been another victim. The timelines match, and the alleged patterns of behavior are disturbingly similar. Let's face it, there were already so many unanswered questions surrounding Aaron's death, and now people are connecting the dots. The emerging picture is deeply unsettling. What once seemed like speculation is now starting to feel like a very real possibility. Something terrible might have happened to Aaron, and Diddy's potential involvement cannot be ignored. People aren't just idly curious anymore, they're demanding real answers. There's an overwhelming call for a thorough investigation into Aaron Carter's death. The public isn't willing to let this fade into obscurity. They want clarity, accountability, and most of all, justice. The sense of outrage is growing as more and more believe that a powerful figure may have escaped accountability for something horrific. The movement for justice for Aaron Carter is gaining momentum, and it's clear that people won't be silenced until the truth is brought to light. This isn't just about speculation anymore. It's about demanding transparency and ensuring that no one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this story compelling, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated. I'll be back next week with another deep dive into the secrets behind your favorite celebrities. Don't miss it.